Okay, hi. In the last video, I think it was number 7, I told you did a great job, almost finished. And the reason I said that was that what we did was we put a rollover NavBar, as you saw, into a Dreamweaver, and then I showed it to you, I think in Safari, on the in a browser, and that was fine, except it was put into a table. You shouldn't be using tables at this point in the internet. They use division tags or div tags. I'm going to show you real quick, and I'm really going to bang through this, how to make a division tag and put that rollover navbar into it. So as you can see up here in the left-hand corner, I've opened up Dreamweaver. I'm doing this from scratch so you can see it. But don't worry, all that stuff that you did in the last several tutorials with the navbar and the rollover buttons is still useful. So watch what we do. I'm going to click on the file here. And then I'm going to click on New and HTML. Down here in the bottom, Create. I've got a blank HTML page. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Insert, and I'm going to insert a div tag, Layout Objects Div Tag. You can also go up to this little icon here, which is a div tag. I'm going to put it in here. Next thing they want me to do is give it a name. I'm going to go to this ID here, and I'm going to put in NavBar. And then I'm going to click New CSS Rule, and this is it. It's going to be in the NavBar, and I'm going to click OK. Now you got a very, very complicated thing for CSS rule definitions for hashtag NavBar. These are the different categories you can use. We're not going to use them all. We're going to only use one, and that is the box. So you click on the box, and if you'll recall, when we first started in Photoshop, we made the area that we were going to make this navbar in 900 pixels in width and 50 pixels in height. Still works. Now, this doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. None of this matters. We're still here in box. I'm going to click off margin. We're going to make a margin. Top margin is arbitrarily, I'm going to use 100 pixels. In the right margin, I'm going to click auto. And in the left margin, I'm also going to click auto. These two autos will center the navbar div tag, and this will place it 100 pixels from the top. You can make it 150, 125, whatever you want it to be. And now I'm going to click apply. I'm going to click OK. And OK one more time. And here is the div tag. I'm going to click on it just so you see it. This is 100 pixels from the top. And it's centered equally right and left. So we're going to take this out. And now we're going to go back to what we were doing before. We're going to go up to Insert. This should be old stuff for you now. Image, Objects, Rollover, Image. And now I've got to start to browse. Now, I normally would come up with my desktop, which is going to be here, and it's normally like this, because this is how I like to do it, sort of alphabetical order. Well, I know exactly where it is. I put it into the NavBar site folder, and then I'm going to open up images. Well, again, I have this in a list order, and that's what I usually like to do. Remember, one was the over one was the orange one for home, and this was the blue one, the normal one for home. Well, instead of having it in a list, I'm going to click over here where it's icons. Whoa, much better, because now you can actually see them. So I need to find the first image, original image here on the rollover. Well, here it is, home. I'm going to click in it. I'm going to choose it. I'm going to say OK to this. I'm going to say no to that. Now I'm going to go to the rollover image. I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to go to the home. You can see it right here. That's the rollover image. I'm going to click choose. I'm going to click OK and no again, and then I'm going to finally click OK, and look what happens. Okay, well, so now let me prove it to you. I know how skeptical you are. I'm going to go to File, Preview in Browser. I'm going to save it, and I'm going to save it to my desktop. And lo and behold, this is what happens. And look, it works. I'm going to do one more for you. Let's get out of the browser, go back to the Dreamweaver, and here I'm going to click right next to Home. I'm going to do the same thing, Insert. Once I do this one, I'm going to let you do it by yourself. I guess I should call this tutorials. It's abbreviated. I'll put it all in. Tutorials, which is our next button. I'm going to click the browse. I needed the tutorials regular and the tutorials rollover. Click OK. There it is. And I'm not going to do the rest. You can do the rest yourself. Just click right next to the tutorial, go to Insert, and you got it made. I know you want me to show you that it works. Preview in browser. I'm going to Safari. I'm going to save it. There it is. Boom. So this is really the way it should be. It's going to be all over here in a div tag, and you've gotten it perfectly. Great job. Thanks for watching.